Now I'll tell of the Battle of Hastings, as was fought in days long gone by, when Duke William became King of England, and Harold got shot in the eye. 'Twere over in France where it started. Duke William, he were always a toff, having no battles on at the moment, had given his lads the day off. Now they'd all taken boats and gone fishing. Someone said in Conqueror's ear, let's go and put breeze up Saxon. William said, aye, good idea. So he gathered his cohorts together and he lifted his big Norman voice. Right lads, who's coming to England? That were a swank because they had no choice. Well, they set off just before tea time, and the sea was that calm and that still that before 9:30 the next morning they'd arrived at a place called Bexhill. Now, King Harold, he come down to meet them, his face full of venom and hate. He said, if you've come for regatta, you're just about 6 weeks too late. Then William rose, proud and haughty. He said, I'll have none of you a cheek. You'd best get your throne reupholstered. I'm wanting to use it next week. Now, when Harold heard this here defiance, his face, it turned purple and blue, and he shouted some rude words in Saxon, and William said, aye, lad, and you. Well, 'twere a lovely day for a battle, and both sides set to with a will, and calling the captains together, they tossed for the top of the hill. King Harold, he won the advantage, and on top of the hill took his stand, with his cads and his knaves gathered round him on his horse, with his orb in his hand. Well, kick-off was sharp at 2:30, and as soon as the whistle had went, both sides started banging each other till the swineherds could hear him in Kent. Till the swineherds could hear him in Kent. Well, King Harold had best combination, well armed with both buckler and sword, but William had best line of forward, so at half-time neither had scored. Well, the Normans shuffled about right despondent. Their chance of a victory seemed small, with the slope of the ground being against them and the wind in their faces and all. Then William, he has this great idea. He said, lads, let's pretend as we're beat. Once we get them off top of that hillside, we can cut off their means of retreat. So Normans ran, and the Saxons ran after, just exactly as William had planned, leaving Harold alone on the hillside. And his horse, with his orb in his hand. Then the Duke, seizing advantage, his bow and the arrow he drew, he went right up to Harold and shot him. Boom! He were offside. What did they do? Then the Normans turned round in a fury, and they came back both parry and thrust, till the battle were all over bar shouting, and you couldn't see the Saxons fall dust. So Duke William became King of England, and he ruled all over the land, leaving Harold with an eye full of arrow on his horse, with his horse.